It's the work, but it's also the reward because
Yeah.
you, like for me,
Yeah.
quick story, just in case your audience might be interested.
Mhm.
I went through 17 years where I was locked up.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I paused for dramatic effect because I've never spent a day in jail.
Mhm.
Now, the lockup that I refer to is the lockup in my own head.
Uh-huh.
Like I was bitter, I was mad, I was frustrated, I was angry at the world,
Mhm.
and it was related to what my perception was regarding my parents.
Mhm.
And because I chose to wear that shield for 17 years, it ended up the picture that I see in my head is with a chain and a ball attached to it, wrapped around my whole body, and I'm sinking to the bottom of a 12-foot pool, right?
Mhm.
And I'm at the bottom, and then you can vaguely hear the party, the music going
Mhm.
on the top, and you're like, "Oh, I want that. I want to be a part of that." And there was this voice in my head that kept repeating. It was like on an auto loop, and it said, "You know what you have to do. You know what you have to do. You know what you have to do." And for me, I had to get on the phone and call my parents and let them completely off the hook.
Mhm.
So for me, my transformation began when I decided to, instead of ignoring that voice,
Mhm.
I actually paid attention to it. And the statement that was downloaded to me is like, if you really want to live, learn how to forgive.
Mhm.
And for me, that is when I was now another pause for dramatic effect,
Mhm.
because that didn't mean my life was like hunky dory and yellow brick road all the way down. It
Mhm.
meant that I was willing to do the work.
Yeah. It's
And for
true.
me, once I got off that phone and said what I had to say to both my parents, I felt 100 pounds lighter, like instantly.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, for me, that is, part of my journey as far as
Mhm.
like, what can I use to
Mhm.
place myself at service to someone else?
Yeah.
And, I take the hit and run drunk driving accident in high school that left me in the hospital for 2 weeks,
Mhm.
the pulmonary embolisms that I've had, the
Mhm.
heart attack that I had, all of that was for a reason.
Mhm.
So I'm always honored when someone says yes to me sharing my life to help you get better.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
feel like that's probably what you do.
Well, yeah, because our stories, those are our greatest teachers, right?
Thank you.
Yeah. So, and you can only, and sometimes you have to go through these things to learn,
Yeah.
and if you don't, like, that's what I always tell my kids, is like, your mistakes are great,
Mm,
because
yes.
you get to learn if you're learning. So every time
Yeah.
you make a mistake, mistakes are great if you can learn from them. I should
Yes.
realize that.
Right.
So,
Yeah. So you spend your life, and I believe that some huge parts of society have maybe not done such a good job. So
yeah.
we'll have to get into this one too. But I believe as much as you should be learning, you should
Mhm.
also be doing a fair degree of unlearning too.
Mhm. Yeah,
After you get a certain age.
yeah.
But
Well, that's our whole belief system. I mean, that's where the beliefs come in. We do a lot of belief work in my program too, because it's your beliefs that are running on autopilot are what is that's how you're running through life, is these old beliefs that we've picked up along the way that aren't even ours. They're people.
Thank you.
There's beliefs. So we need to dissolve those,
Yeah.
so we can rewrite our future, what
Exactly.
we can believe anything. Beliefs are, I mean, you really can believe anything.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
like the thought, like actually using your thinking mind to actually understand what you are believing, and then choose
Yep.
to believe, something that's going to benefit you, or you choose to believe something that's going to limit you. So
Oh my gosh, you're making my heart flutter.
Yeah.
Yes, because here's what I have learned: you have full 100% authority to
Yes.
run and be the captain of your ship.
Yes.
Now, most people are going through life and they have assigned themselves not the captain, but maybe the janitor at the bottom floor of the ship who has
Yep.
no access to the controls.
Yep.